perfect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Cousins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weak?
Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. First down, here's the run with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for this series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Throw there going to be incomplete. That's when he should have held on to him. But we're cleaning elements like this. Sometimes those bullet passes, as well as a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. And that a 2-point game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. Let's see if they can respond. Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Bears had 14-2 heading into this final week. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle I saw? Pretty nice.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. 9 yards that time. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 more yards on that one as he'll keep the drive rolling. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, Might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as they have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, the ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will have the Bears' first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They certainly aren't ready yet today, probably because they've had turnovers already. And it's been a incredible time for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On first down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd and 5. Fields.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney
From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the formula there on the two-point, trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. There's Ryan right now,
standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Fields locates Mooney on the out route. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field. So he put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Cousins on first down. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 45 on second down, Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They go play action. Cousins. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go.
And it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.